Okay, hey collective. I hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy in good places with good people, doing good things. We are about to tap in. I did a pre-read. It's the Ace of Probes, which in this is the Ace of Wands. This deck, and I get the feeling that it's like it's the energy of probing. You know, it's being a little bit literal with the first card out because everybody's kind of in the business anyway. World card, the whole world is paying attention, wanting to see what happens here. Yeah. It's kind of a mesmerizing like experience, I guess, for everybody to see who the Empress is, who's who and what's what. Yeah. Who is this Medusa, majestic like character, this alien who's maybe androgynous in appearance, but that makes them attractive to both men and women. That's literally what that word means. I think people don't discern some things well. You know, they don't realize the words are spells, but you also have to know what the words mean that you're using. And I think that's something also that's this energy is separate. There's somebody that's leading a bandwagon of trying to be aware, but it's just not set up for that. This person may even present to everybody as though this should be a Queen of Wands in reverse. This person is not attractive, but this person is the one that's kind of leading the bandwagon of people that, yep. Five of Probes, of people to kind of be against you. Okay. Yeah, they've been working hard. This person has been working hard to kind of tie you down, to make you feel powerless. All right, tell us more about what's happening with this person, because we know if they've been working hard trying to do something against the divine being, then they've got a lot that's coming towards them. Whoa, these cards got scary spooked. I don't know if y'all saw that. What's happening in this person's home life? Tell us more. Okay. That's interesting, because I was like, clarified, because it's the Star card and then it's the Moon card. So this person is stuck in an illusion. This person refuses to look at, like, to call a spade, or to see, like, I don't know, to see. This is one of those people who feels like, oh, there's always another opportunity. As long as I'm alive, I can still try to, you know, on the first agenda. Try to keep to the first agenda. Ooh. But what looks like has happened here is they got involved with somebody that was just like, I don't know how to explain this energy. It's a Knight energy. It's a Knight of Probes. So it's a Knight of Wands energy. And this person is very, 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 very much so. This person lacks, like, I don't know, all control. This person is an emotional roller coaster that they got involved in whatever they were trying to do. Well, we know what they were trying to do. They were trying to hold you back. And now, oh gosh. So now what's literally happening is everybody is pretty much turning on everybody else. So behind the scenes, while they all know that they cannot do anything to hold you back, like this just is a false reality for them. Instead of paying attention to that, they're going to remain in their illusions, being led by, you know, whomever this is. I give, like, there's a couple different energies here. So one of the energies could be, oh gosh, there's so many. Okay, I'm gonna run through them real quick. So there's either a sister, or there's your divine masculine's ex-person, or there's a relative, like maybe a mother or an older sister. These could even be masculines in the same energy, but because they're so burdened by being focused on you, they're unavailable to their own regard. So they're in some real like quick to be, like I said, these people lack emotional control. They're on emotional roller coasters because they see everything that's right in front of them, but because they refuse to acknowledge that where they're at, they keep themselves under this like pressure. I keep hearing under pressure. And then they get frustrated when they see that you're not in that way. You're just kind of sitting there like, well, I told you there wasn't going to be an opportunity for this to really be what you thought it would be. I told you. The divine is saying they told these people too. They know they all got their own messages from the universe, from the divine, you know, whatever they consider that to be. Yes. Even maybe from some individuals that they hold in high regard, maybe that are balanced in this, maybe a group or something like that, that told them. They've gotten that information also from just people out in the community. They just wanted, like, while people may have been listening to the, to the rumors and spreading them, some people knew like better than to, some people knew better than to really look at you with the wrong light, but they were just kind of like caught up in their own feelings of whatever. We're just going to call it that, because we can all see that like everybody is really sharing the same demon. So if your demon is being one who just sits back and watches, you know, bad things happen to people, you have to consider, you know, where your heart weighs out on the scale of justice too. So that's a part of the lesson though, is what I'm understanding, is that this whole gambit, let's call it that, because these are friends and foes and woes and, you know, bros and all of those, you know, all of the peoples that you could ever be involved with in life, pretty much. It's, you know, it doesn't matter if it's a sister or brother, cousin, niece, nephew. It doesn't matter who it is. So ultimately they end up in the, so what happens by, Divine gave their notification. I guess that was just for that. Yeah, so these people are being asked to go within. Like, it's even coming out with like the 5 of Wands. These people have been multiple times have been asked to go within and like seek self by yourself. Like, and I don't understand why that's so difficult for people. Like, people just don't know how to cut off from the people around them and actually seek solitude and time with themselves. And it's like, how or why could you not want that for yourself? How or why could you not want the opportunity to be alone in your own energy so you could really know the things that you like, the things that you dislike, etc. You know, what your thoughts are versus the thoughts of other people, you know. See and engage where you are on that scale. Do you have more happy thoughts than do you have sad ones? Do you have more, you know, thoughts of grandeur? You know, where is your mind really at when you're alone in your quiet space and there's nobody around to distract or disturb or anything like that? Yeah, it's kind of like doing a science experiment, if you will, on oneself to find out who you really are. Probably an indication why some people feel like they stay in the 9 of Pentacles is what I'm being told here. Oh, this came out too. So here's the thing. This is a 3 of Pentacles here. Okay, I get it. So the divine is always working towards justice for you know, their Nine of Pentacles. I don't want to misrepresent that. But I feel like there's a lot of the people who are focused, the people who are in the right mind, who understand how to enjoy life and do things. And this is also night energy. And it's a Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's like, okay, the whole purpose is that is because through this process, you're able to isolate further what you actually need to hone in on to overcome those generational curses and whatnot. So that is the process. Like it is, because then you become in tune with your own intuition and can say, oh, wait a minute. No, this is not this, or this is that, you know, being able to make a decision, be out of any indecision is what I'm hearing, and into victory. Because I just saw the Two of Wands to the Six of what was that? Six of Pentacles? I don't know. What is that? What fell down? Oh. Yeah. Also, what I'm understanding too is like, there's no way that this, because of the way this fell down, this is the Ten of Pentacles. There's nothing that anybody can do. Like, I don't understand how many times this has to come out for it to be seen, but it's like these people feel like they can, it's that whole illusion. They think they have you at some type of crossroads and some type of delay, but they actually have themselves there. Like, because you can't control anybody but yourself. If I haven't said that enough, then I'll, you know, say it again. You can't control anybody but yourself. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. If you've ever had a crying baby in your life, you understand that you can't necessarily make that baby stop crying until you actually give it what it needs, right? In some way, shape, or form, like you have to burp it, you have to feed it, you have to do all kinds of things. I'm totally seeing in this instance, like, let's see what else is happening. So these people are being asked to go within, and they know they are. And it has nothing to do with the collective, which is why they keep having this, I don't know, I want to call it backslide or landslide, or it's giving that energy. Everybody's trying to figure out what somebody else is doing also, and that's being shielded. There's a lot of things that, because of this moon card being so prevalent right here for these energies, that they're, I've said this a billion times over, they will remain in their own illusion until it's completely illuminated to them that, like, okay, you have nothing here. Then after that, they're just going to go around trying to further pretend or portray like, oh yeah, this person left me out in the cold, and this person walked away from me, and this person did this, and this person did that. They never tell you what they did though, right? Yeah. Yeah. Spirit's saying they're quick to tell somebody what somebody else did. The Chariot, the Devil, the Ten of Specimens. Yep. Especially if these are family members. They're going to be quick to be like, oh, this person disowned us, knowing good and well they disowned the collective. They made it very clear. And that's the problem that they're going to face, is how can you, it's almost kind of like, wait a minute, you're asking everybody to erase what they already know. So these people may be likely trying to put a glamour spell on the communities that they had work with them. Or they may actually, with this Devil card being the card that I just touched, that may be how these people have been keeping these people under this illusion. Because anybody that's still following these people or considering what they're saying or donating or anything, like having any regard and giving any energy and not having healed, that most especially. These individuals these community members not having healed from whatever it is they got, for lack of better, they got introduced to. Because you don't have to go into everything you're introduced to, right? You could be introduced to stuff and be like, nah, I don't think that's for me. But these were people who were comfortable in indulging in whatever way you want to, understand that. Because it could be many different ways. But these people, they didn't see what was happening. They saw, nope. They were actually, a lot of them were a little bit happy about it. Because, I don't know, some people had some like sick envy of you. Because you always look like you made good on your word, but you did. That was, you knew that was a part of the life responsibilities, was to always, be of your word. And you were always doing that. And the fact that like it didn't matter to you, I don't know how to explain it. So you're one of those people that you really did make a list of people that had your back and helped you out, and you would go back to those people after the fact when you got to where you needed to be able to return their help and respect, or whatever it is that occurred with you and them, and you were able to make amends. Like you're one of those people that it's like, okay, this person gave me a place to stay for free while I made it to where I wanted to be. And, they didn't even really know me or something like that. I don't know. But somebody who just offered an opportunity to you to let you dwell. Yeah, somebody that wanted to like befriend you. So let's say there was a friend or somebody that you met along the way. These people all had their own opportunities to be like that, but they didn't. And I don't know, I just get, you're the type of person that you make friends very easily. They didn't think that was an option for you too, but it's just kind of like you may have changed the type of friends that you want to hold in regard and have around you. And you don't want to hang out with the same people that you used to, because you've evolved, and that's I think the problem is they don't know where you've evolved to. They don't know where you've evolved to. They're waiting for information. Maybe these people lost their spiritual gifts because of how they were trying to manipulate yours. That's what I'm seeing right here, because it's like the 6 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah. So perhaps you're, but they don't know what you're doing. Like they have a false understanding. Yep. They have a false understanding. Whatever it is they think they know, like, this keeps coming out on the bottom. So I feel like an energy of like somebody who celebrates too soon. So they're always, they don't realize that like once you learn the rules of the game, you were just comfortable to play them as well, because you were like, okay, well, since that's what we're doing. And that's where your strength really lies, in the fact that it's like, okay, I see what you're saying here. So the goal is to get the 10 wands in your back, right? This 10, wait, these are guns. So this is the swords. Either way it goes, it looks like a bad deal. It's the 10 of wands. This person is disconnected too from their magic. Look at this. Whoever this is, like the hand being all of the phalanges being separated there means something to me. It's like they lost their magic in the process. Wow. They have no comfortability in life right now. They're not comfortable with the things that they work doing. They're not comfortable in where they're at in their home life. They are not comfortable. And this is the thing. These people are the type to pretend. So there's one scenario where somebody out of this group of people that thinks they're leading and thinks that they're the, you know, hot shot in charge, the coach, the person that's bringing in the muscle. Because a lot of these a lot of these people that are coming for the divine are thinking that they're better, that they are divine. That's why I made that mistake. They're thinking that they are divine. That's also a part of the illusion. Now, in doing so, one of them is somebody, let's say this person, it takes them $80,000 a month to pay for their upkeep of their home, right? Has an extravagant home. So if you ever sit back and add up that money, that's about $1 million a year, right? So somebody is needing to procure $1 million a year, okay? And they don't like that, but they do it by getting men. This is all the type of women that these women are. They try to get it from men. They don't have the adequacy to do it on their own. So basically, now this person hasn't had that help, right? Because whomever they were looking to or that they were getting the help from before is off doing something else. Like this person is like, I'm too good for this. Because I got it very much so like, why are you putting me on this table with this person? Because this is the Queen of Wands. But this person is more in their own autonomy, like their own strength. Their King of Swords energy. Being serious about, you know, their mental strength, their, you know, ability to end and resolve all of their conflicts and burdensome relationships or energies, etc. But anyway, so while this person is working through their, you know, I don't know, understanding their karma or their trajectory, just a lot of different things. This person is in pure magician energy. So this person is definitely, you know, guarding everything that they're doing, guiding, you know, being guided by being, I told you autonomy. Look, there's two parts. They're using both sides of their head right now to really procreate and create whatever it is that they've been working so hard towards. Yeah. This, it's like they're on the focus of a magic potion for themselves. Yeah. Because it's still just a singular person coming out. It could have had 8 people on here. But this person is really focused on themselves right now. This person is really working hard at removing any burdensome energies. Like, that's all I keep getting. They're being divinely led to do so. Because they need that eight of... That's where this person is. So this King of... maybe it's an Emperor energy. Is in an energy of getting out of their... you know, Empress or Emperor energy, getting out of that self-imposed prison. So they're taking an 8 of Wands and turning it into an 8 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, it's an 8 of Swords. They're taking an 8 of Swords energy. Restriction. Okay. I don't know. It was feeling different to me. No, that's the 10 of Wands. I thought it was the 8 of Wands under there. I don't know. I got an 8 of Wands energy too, though. Which I guess maybe this came to... things are being revealed quickly to this person. The more they focus on their intuition and what they're supposed to be focused on for their best regard. Like what I almost get in. Okay. So let's understand more. We understand that this person is just, you know, going through their healing process. So that they can get to their Emperor, Empress energy. Like, within self is what I mean. Like, they're working on finding full autonomy within self to encompass every piece and part of the right balance of energy. Yeah. Yeah, because it's a Two of Wands. I don't know that I can really show the wands in this instance, but it's a Two of Wands. You see they're down there. So it's a Two of Wands, like standing fully in their, that duality, standing fully in that duality of forgiveness and discovery, and defending what they know is best for their own, like, I get this, like this Empress or Emperor energy, they're very focused on their finances. Like yeah, I think they're maybe having some, there's so many options. Maybe they're in a space where they're trying to figure out which option, which financial opportunity to take and go towards. Yeah. So they don't know where yet to either spend their money or invest, or like which one to invest in first. Yeah. So maybe, so now the Empress and Emperor energies are both out here. Yeah, that's that's a battle that maybe, I feel like it's an ongoing thing, because I feel like this isn't, like I said, this energy feels very autonomous, like it's for both the masculine and the feminine energy, the Empress and the Emperor, the High Priest, High Priestess, like however you want to look at it, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, like whatever one you really rock in the most, as long as you're in your upright, you're good. Now, again, there is this Queen of Wands energy who presents as though there's something in somebody, but they're really always creating opportunities to manipulate the people on the outside, from how they're using their energy, how they're manipulating them. I get like a very puppet master energy of these feminine energies that have been working in the background. Maybe a lot of them are High Priestess in reverse even. Like I was saying, so there's also one that, like, maybe the sister energy, there's also one where it's like, because they feel like there's supposed to be a sibling rivalry. Like this person has always just kind of looked at you. I don't know if you're the older sister or the younger sister, but they've always looked at you with these like envious eyes. Like, oh, this person is the baby, so they get everything. And so they've always been hating on you because of that. Yeah. Yeah, they felt like, oh, well, everybody treats you better and like you're better in the family. And so they have some type of like envious type of energy. And so this person has always just thought of ways to like concoct up like some BS to try to get away with. I get an energy of like this person has always been trying to like, I don't know, this is disgusting. This sister would sleep with anybody that you've ever slept with. That's the energy that literally just, I'm telling you, that sister would sleep with anybody that you've ever slept with so that they could possibly get into your energy, which is weird because it's your sister, right? But that one I think is like a crack baby or something, and it's different, like it's different daddies or something, because I just saw the King of Probes in here. So maybe you guys have different daddies or something, and so that's why, they've always had like this rivalry. And this person maybe grew up under their mom, like they grew up in their mom's house and their mom just wasn't like a clean lady, and so as a result, they're not either. So this is the type of person who, if they have a child, they're not going to clean up after their child, and they're not going to clean where their children's stuff is, and they're just not going to clean. Like, I don't cook, I don't clean, and I damn sure ain't got no ring. That's this energy here. Now, oh yeah, spiritual burp too. Fourth specimens. They are really trying to hold back. But like this person is really like disgusting. It's a very toxic energy, but it's like toxic with, and I guess all toxic energy is toxic without any thought or regard, because they're just toxic, which is what I'm understanding. Like, it doesn't matter if you go and decide to get into this ruminate situation because it'll save you a couple, bucks on the next year's rent, and then you could put that towards your car so you could pay your car off by the end of this year. And then the next thing you know, within the first month or so of being at this house with this new person, it's the worst thing you've ever experienced in your life. This mug is just like all kinds of crazy. You know what I mean? So that's the type of energies that you or your person or you're dealing with. And with regard to the sister energy, this person is definitely somebody who can, they are so focused on trying to be with somebody that you've been with. Ew, this is wild. They are always trying to be with somebody that you've been with. They are so jealous of the fact of like what you look like, and this person may like look like a granimal. Maybe their mom is like some big, Amazonian type of woman, and or whatever it is, like whatever the wrong parent is, like there's something that went different. Like I said, it's a crack baby, and y'all got different parents. So the parent that was using the crack, you don't have that one. You wasn't a part of that. Like, yeah, your time came long, before or so. I don't know. This person is just envious. I don't know. It doesn't matter which way it come or go. This person just was, when they were born, they just hated anything outside of them. That's just the person. Even their child, though, that's what I'm saying. This is the type of person who wouldn't clean up after their child. So, like, if they had rats in the house or bugs that were like pooping in a pile of stuffed animals, they wouldn't care about their baby playing in that and would never check it and just let their kid run muck through that. Just feed them whatever, let them get fed and not take them out into the playground and do nothing with them. Definitely ain't teaching them nothing, but might, have put them in the elementary school system, and the child was good enough to do that. But this is the type of person, like, they don't care if their baby is playing with rat poison, like rat poop stuffed animals every day, as long as they put on a full face of makeup and all this other stuff, right? And pop off and, lip gloss be popping kind of energy. Just real young in mind. But as soon as they like have, let's say, their family or friends or somebody watch their child, let's say their child don't listen because they don't teach their child anything, the child falls down, they're the type that's going to be mad at the person that they left the child with. Well, you were in charge of my child. Like, just popping. This type of person probably pops off at the daycare. Like, I get this person might have popped off at the daycare and had to like even change daycares. Like, they got escorted off. Yeah, this person is getting escorted. Yeah. And they instantly regret it. But it's like, this person doesn't realize the person they're hating on was actually the one sent there to help them. Damn. The person that they have done all this crazy shit to is really the one that was there to help them see everything, I guess, so that they could heal their heart. Because I saw the Three of Swords, but in this deck, the heart is healed. Yeah, it's just their attachment to this demonic way of living. This, delusion or illusion that they have to be the way they are, and that there's a reason, purpose, or, any of that for it. That's because they're on an emotional roller coaster. Especially because of something these people did. Look, that Three of Swords came out again. Especially since the stuff that they tried to get away with, or whatever this out here, or tried to do, is catching up with them. All of it. Yeah. And again, these people are throwing magic at each other right now too. Because they all know you're protected. They know there's nothing they can do. So anytime they do a spell, it's going straight to one of the other people. Message. If you never understood how it was being balanced out, now you understand that what you put out is what you receive. Look, now the Temperance. What you've been giving out. And they all know it, because I'm sure. Okay, Spirit says get a different deck. I'm sure that you guys have already seen what's happening to you, what's happening to the people around you. It started with the people around you so that maybe they could wake up and maybe not really be close with you anymore. And like that they would know to cut themselves off before they got wrapped up in the trouble. But they didn't. So because of that, the strength card again, the strength card again. You are just too powerful. But this is the thing. I don't know who gave them the wrong information, but okay, let's say this is a parent. If this parent was told before this child was born that this was going to be a chosen one, this parent tricked all of them, because this parent knew that nothing would ever happen to make their empress child, high priestess, high priest child really come to a ruin. So if there's a parent out there that has done this, that's something that everybody should know. They should definitely know that, like, that this parent is the one. This parent is a karmic who's also a past life lover who has unrequited love. I know this sounds weird and crazy, but this parent, because of their knowledge of, and it's the weirdest, sickest shit that you're ever about to hear, but because this parent was so attached to their child being this being, they always wondered what it is about this child's, yoni or wand that made them so special. Like, what is it that they had their strength from? How could they be so much better than me? Because I'm the one that this is coming through. So that's why it was built in. But we all know we got our battles, right? This person was built a tower for themselves. Built a tower for themselves. And they would push against people's better judgment and better good. Like, this demon that this energy is attached to, or that these women or men share, these energies are the energies of people who will come in and, like, force themselves upon you, and then cause you to have friction, and then find other people to collude with them and help them pull out. Because it says build towers or destroy stone walls. So I feel like they build towers for themselves and the people that they get to go in with them, right? And then they destroy the stone walls, which means they push against other people's boundaries until people find them well enough. But they push against other people's spiritual and emotional boundaries. So they're spiritual bullies, basically. And spiritual haters. So that's the destroying the stone walls energy. And they cause those rough waters. So usually if there's a wall up, sometimes let's say that this has built dams for people. Those are the things maybe where people were past the stone walls. They were at building dams. And they would cause rough waters to take those things down. Or by way of putting, yeah. And they like to find witches. But it appears as though now they're conquered, is what I keep hearing. Conquered. So, like, there's this energy of, well, they know that. They feel that they see that. Like, what's understood ain't got to be explained in some fashion is what's happening here, because these people can all see that you can't be stopped. And this person told you they couldn't, though. And that's where they feel like they've gotten out of it, is because they said, well, are you sure you can beat this person? Because we was told nobody could, get this person to go against their will. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, I got this. And yeah, that's the thing that I think catches other people up, is that this person was honest. And that's always a part of the magic, right? That's a part of the spell work. That's a part of the spell work, is to help you how to get you on helping on building the tower. As I've said in my older readings, it's, the nursery rhymes that they teach us. Bad, bad black sheep, have you any wool? Like, why are you giving your wool away? Why is the black sheep? That's the rare one. So that there aren't any more rare ones? Is that the reason for the wanting to divide the rare beings, blood energy and whatever else you can take from them? Yeah. Oh, here's another one another few that's been turned around that I didn't notice. So I'll go ahead and take those out. Yeah, this is more about them building their tower, because that tower keeps wanting to stay out here. This is more about them building, quickly. And they've all been intuitively warned and have all had their premonitions. They knew about this before they started this process. They even got their own information from different sources acknowledging, like, they all knew they was going up against someone that was more powerful than all of them, but they didn't want to believe it. Maybe that's the illusion that people are starting to realize. Yeah. I don't know why doth they persist. Okay. So there was some wise person that told this, whomever this was, like, okay, you have to tell the truth about what you're doing. So that's why whomever the one is that told the truth about the person being of high value won't suffer the same, is what it looks like. Because they did answer the questions about the past, present, and future, because this is a King of Pentacles. So it's like this person is able to turn metal into gold. So this person is capable of doing, or maybe was, because we saw that their powers are gone now, because a lot of people don't realize what the powers are that you get are the ability to create and invent new ideas, or take something and, take nothing and make it something. You know what I mean? Like, just unknowingly knowing that you're good at making X, Y, and Z. And so you start a business on that and you become well known for that. You know, it could be a pecan pie. It could be, these biscuits. It could be whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. You could be just like the best at detailing cars. And, people's cars come out running like a different car once they get finished. I've had that happen. Y'all don't know. I had this person clean my car so good that once he finished, my car had some like breakdown, almost like, oh my gosh, you don't know how deeply this person went through the crevices, because there was just a lot of stuff from over the years, because I had that car for like 3 or 4 years, but he did like this immaculate detailing. This person just was like, they were good at that. You know what I mean? Like, they were just the magician at the cars, doing, I'm just being honest. I guess one of those, like, where you go get something power washed, or, that when you get your carpet clean and everything comes out and you're like, woo. You get that stain out that favorite shirt. You're like, yeah, it's a new day. It's that type of, type of energy that is the gift that this person used to have. Yeah, it's been taken away from them. So but they were honest about that. So that's what makes other people struggle, in that they have to walk their own karma, because they can't necessarily say, well, this person tricked us. They didn't tell us. Like, no. This person told you exactly. You just didn't believe that they were telling you the truth about this person. And because they knew that you wouldn't believe that they were telling you the truth about this person, it's now made it so that you're in this illusion and stuck in this illusion that you can. This is them building their towers. And it's like they could build them as high as they want to. The higher, man, what is that saying? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. So the more they keep standing on each other's shoulders and backs, trying to send magic at you and stuff that's just never going to work. You've already come into your autonomy. The emperors are out here. It pretty much came out like, okay, here's an idea. We don't know which idea we even want to do yet. And these are not people that are working together. It's like, okay, they can work energetically together because they're a part of the collective. But the people think that they don't know how any of this works, to be perfectly honest. They don't know what anybody's working on bringing together, to be perfectly honest. They had the little bit of information that they had. That's all I can say. And now they've lost all their powers to even create things. And that's what it means when they say, oh, this person lost their powers. They cannot do the magician type thing. So when people get mad at the collective for being an emperor, empress, being a magician, somebody who can, manifest this and that, this is why this is such a problem for other people, because they know coming after them takes away their gifts, but they want to try to be successful at changing, the laws of evolution, which is not how it works. Anyway. Yep. It's the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Lover's energy. So essentially, by the Emperor, Empress energies out here being able to come into complete harmony with their life and autonomy with themselves. They are able to simply just like dance to their own song, play a new song anytime they want to change their vibration. Like, it's that simple for them. Like, if they actually have energies come in, because this is the thing, you could be at the grocery store or at the office or whatever. When I say people share the same demons, there are people that you're just going to meet, even in passing. I've had people say, come up to me and be like, oh, you can't walk on this side of the street. Like, what kind of craziness are you involved in today? You don't know where these demons exist, where people just, see your light and are just triggered, like, well, why do I have to acknowledge this person? Well, ask yourself, because you're the one who saw it. They don't think about that. Like, why do I see it this way? What is it in me that creates this thought? They spend time by themselves, but it's just drinking or, on drugs or, high off something. They don't take time to like, dude, some of these people probably I don't even understand this right now. The BOs. Now I'm just getting like, it's a musty smell. Like, people they smelling old. Like, oh, that's just their energy. That's their vibe. It's like old news. Like, you thought you was, like, you not, like, washed up kind of smell, but not clean yet. They ain't washed yet. It's like, it's somebody who's washed up, but they have not washed up yet. So it's Mursky. And it's not an attractive Mursky. Their Mursky is like, if you could tell they was in that aisle in the grocery store kind of Mursky, if you get my drift. Like, you gonna take a whiff and you gonna be like, wait a minute. It's one of those assaulting smells. Like, their body odor lingers in the space. You can smell it before it gets to you. You see it approaching you, and you're just like, it's like a heavy weight type of energy attached to a smell, because of all these demonic entities that they've allowed themselves to summon. So as a reality, these people summoning these deities and entities and doing this spell work has darkened their soul, their essence, their very being, and they don't seem to realize that. And they wonder why people want to sniff your butt like a dog, is the energy I've been hearing over and over. Because if everybody understands the whole pooping out the magic energy, it's because you've gotten to a level where you understand transmutation. So now, remember back in the days, that was one of the things that my great grandmother, who also taught me about candle magic a bit, she is the one who taught me about the bowel movements being being in control of them, I guess. That's how you know what you're in control of at that point in time. So, or what you're trying to gain control of, or if you have control, like, it's kind of a combination of those through your bowel movements. So I'm gonna explain to you, when you have bubble guts, so do these people. They're projecting that energy to you. If you still have the bubble guts, they are still sending it to you, and you are still absorbing it. Your bowel movements tell where you are. Not just that they were sending the spell work to put you where you are. It actually is what it is. Okay? I don't know. It's 47:47 on the clock. So, by way of that, that's why these older people was asking all the time, like, how is your bowel movement? How is your BM? Did you have a BM this morning? Just understanding, because they understood what was happening. Maybe she had a crystal ball in their closet. I don't know, But I know that was one of the things that she was always asking me, how's your bowel movement today? What's your bowel movement like? And that's why I understood, like, when they would go off, I knew that something was wrong with my body. I would always check in. But now I understand it to a different level because of the spiritual battles that I've come to understand that I was under. Now, anyway, moving forward, the bowel movement. So when you have nice, clean poops that, worthy of a dog sniff up your butt, some people can't even get to the area where to even see their anus. I don't know if I could say that, but I just said it. Some people can't even get to that part. That's what it's called. Let me call it the poop chute, the dark end. What do you want me to call it? I'm being scientific. We got a lot of scientific things for anatomy here. This is an anatomy lesson. Anatomy of spirituality. Get into it. I don't understand what's wrong with people. Anyway, what was we talking about? Because these people done lost a long time ago. Though that's the focus of the BM. So that's how you know what you're doing, what you're up against, where you're at. So runny poop, no good, no bueno. Get it under control. That means that you're transmuting this. But while that is good, there's always the lessons, right? So let's get into the lessons. Let's see what these people are in for. Look, Spirit said a tower, and we are serious about this. Let's just see what the cards say, though, because we already saw that. Wow. The last two cards on the bottom of that deck are right now that are faced up, because I just happened to like leave them split and face up. I don't know why, but I did. Are the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, which I get is this divine being. Ace of Cups right under that. Isn't that where kind of like we start all the time when we talk about the Ace of Cups, the Ace of this, the Ace of that, the Queen of this, the King of that, the High this. Don't you ever underestimate me. Oh, I understood that to mean like, don't you ever underestimate how messy I can get you. Because just by sitting still. When you on your way to take somebody off their crown, do you realize what you drag yourself through to do this? I don't think these people realize, like, that's the whole part of the building the tower off of each other's shoulders. So when you can't bear what's happening, what can you do when you can't go back to that person that you've been in this dog? I can't even explain it. Y'all just so messed up right now. This is a bad way. Look who came back out. If for serious was a card. If for serious was a card. I don't even know what to do. I feel like I need to pause and go make some tea or something, because this just don't even. Whew. Listen. Somebody's serious about what they want in their life. Somebody else is also, or the same person, because again, it's an autonomy factor. Somebody is also all up about making their money. Somebody is all about in their bag. I don't know. I think somebody misunderstood something. Not these two, but perhaps the people that were coming against them. Oh, it's somebody's body. It's somebody's body, yaddy, yaddy, and their even temperament. That's what somebody sees in this. That somebody's like, nah, that's where you can go make a home at. You see that? That's goddess energy. You out here with your pinnacle to me? What's your pinnacle? Then they gotta know that ain't nobody. I guess maybe somebody feels like, well, I'm not going to partner with nothing that's less than right, that's less than perfect, is what I heard, but I wasn't trying to expose. But ultimately, it's like, whatever these people are doing, like, because there's a whole collective out here. So these empress energies that are being serious about their finances, about their way of life, look. I'm trying to tell you who this reading's for. This is just a general. So if you feel like I'm telling you something about this or that and the other, it has nothing to do with that. I guess that's for the nosies. Like, this could be about the person's, how they going to go out their next 30 days of whatever. Like, how I'm going to go about the next 30 days of highlighting my stuff on Instagram for my baking business. And somebody might be taking it like, I don't know, out there misjudging stuff, putting themselves under burdens that they don't need to because they too worried about somebody else's business. Oh, goodness gracious. So, I get that at this very point, deadlines have been set, is what I understand. Like, the mark has already been met. Deadlines have been set, yeah, for this move to make its way. So, like, I feel like you've already taken the steps. That blends in so well. I don't know if you saw that go down and how it just kind of disappeared amongst the other cards. But I very much so feel like, look, the Emperor's out again. and the Queen of Cups as well. So these people are very much faceted to their way of life, their way of being. These divine feminine, divine masculines that are out here doing their own thing. Yeah, look. Man. What I'm understanding this reading to mention and mean that it's like, it doesn't matter what somebody else may think that they are putting this person through. So there may be somebody who's having to like really, who maybe had to move on with a baby from somebody that they didn't know. Okay, I'm not trying to be in nobody's business. There may have been 4 different people. Sheesh. 4 different people that they thought could have been the daddy, but I guess maybe after they got to number 2, they kind of just left it alone. I don't know who this is. Oh, this is for whomever this hot pocket is. This hot pocket energy that thinks they're this queen of somebody or something or whatever. That like, I don't know, maybe this is your sister or whomever this sibling is, or maybe this is your mama. Maybe your mama finna have a baby by somebody they don't know or got pregnant. Maybe your mama don't know who your daddy is. Like, I don't know. Shit. And that's kind of where, you know, maybe it's this because I get there's a lot, maybe it's your person's ex-person, that baby that they tried to pin on your ex-person. I don't really know. But I feel like they don't really know. That's why I don't really know. So whatever that is. Okay. I want somebody to understand too. If you're in a scenario where your person don't have somebody that was with child or could have been with child with them, it's somebody who was trying to manifest off of their ex, basically. So your person's ex was trying to utilize your person's energy from their last encounter still. And I guess there was a specific time that needs to pass before they could even, you know, because I get this 7 of Pentacles, like that's the wait before the movement and the communication of what, you know, transpired to be in the right energy. So I guess it's like, if that's what you're waiting for, that's one of the things on the table. And that's or a couple of the different scenarios. With respect to people who are talking about business partnerships, I believe that some of these people maybe that you recently encountered, because of the strength of your personality, they're waiting for your return because they want to be able to assist. But I feel like you already know that. So like, you already know that you have all the connections and everything. Like, you already know, and you understand too, that like this moment that you just are coming out of, because I don't feel like this is something that you're going through. It's like, okay, now you're coming out of this phase. So this moment that you're coming out of is actually that, you know, anticipated weight and movement coming to fruition. And I get it's because nobody really knows what it is that is your desire. And I believe it's because of that 7 of Cups energy. Like, you're remaining steadfast to the fact that like, I can do all of these things. And that's what makes you even more valuable. And that's what people don't realize. Like, unless they're ready to go out there to the world and say, I can do anything and everything. That's how you find your purpose. You take things that are of your creative resource, the things that you already have at hand to do, the gifts that God has already given you, and you magnify them, and you take hold and control and power of them, and you use them to your best interest. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is, as long as it's the things that you should be of good regard. And okay, I guess that's the download but also my personal opinion that I believe is valid. This is also me standing strong in the firm affirmation of, I have to leave my body to myself. This is your sacral chakra energy. A lot of people don't get and won't sit through that period of building up their physical chakra energy value. It's so hard. It's so hard. That's why it's so hard, because it's going through it not at a fast pace, because you can't make time move any faster, right? I think that's also a thing that these people have come to terms with that are in their full balanced energy. Like, okay, I'm not in control, you know, I will wait, you know, I will perfect my craft, as I said. And that's what they did, which sped up their cycles, because each and every time that they were in the creative process and doing what they were supposed to be doing, individuals kept coming to thwart that, having no knowledge or capability to even amass what they had already amassed to. And so that's why what's happening now is happening now, where people are noticing like, oh, okay, yeah, my poop. But quiet as it's kept, the collective already talked about the poop years ago. Collective been told you to be on your poop. But that's also because the collective leads this, you know. So you may often find that, look, that Seven of Cups came out again and the High Priestess is here. But you may also find that that's why people also tune in and tap in and watch the collective's videos long after to try to figure out, okay, what am I missing? That's why I put the footnotes up with my stuff, because I know I speak in codes. Because I understand that the vibration and the level may be up here and I have to dose it down for other people to hand. It's not easy getting a hold of a wand that's sticking out of a cloud. Now, is it? Yeah. I get an energy of like, there's also this androgynous energy that is this High Priestess, the feminine energy. What other people can't understand is how you are so wise about everything, like how you are able to really do all of these things. And it's like, well, if you just learn to balance oneself, it's like, wait a minute. So you mean all this time you've just been really dealing with people's minutia and still just focusing on you? And yes, that was a long ago learned lesson. It's just, the more that you do it, the more that you might have people that you encounter that are trying to put you through it. And some people just have to understand, like, where are your sights set? What are you asking for? You know, are you at the level that you want to be at, or do you want to keep reaching higher? It just depends. But because you're a woman's woman too, a lot of women get intimidated by that, because you are capable of doing things like, okay, let's take a weekend and go do this and go do that. Like, you are that type of female that if somebody is in your inner circle, that you'll be like, okay, well, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that. But now you've made it so much so that people can't be in that inner circle. And when I tell you they're going to want to, I don't know if you just saw, but this is the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So many people are going to wish that they had the opportunity to work with you. Somebody might have told you that a long time ago, though. Somebody might have come to you at some point and been like, I want to work with you. But you didn't understand what they were really talking about. Or you just kind of didn't like their energy, that they weren't just straightforward and been like, oh, whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those people who was like, oh, well, I'm not going to tell you if you don't know. So it's like someone who was also a part of trying to keep your eyes closed, trying to keep you in this self-imposed prison, who was like, oh, wait a minute. So you mean I can use this person? How can I use them? So they were even attempting to, yeah, I think you saw that with this person too. I think you may, if you think back, like the person was negative and tried to overwhelm you with negativity. Like if someone knew that you moved to a new city or state, or you were out in their city, you know, that they purposely were like, oh, I can't see you. Oh, I'm too busy, you know, even though they know they wanted to see you, but they would rather make you feel like they didn't want to see you than to actually, it's weird because I wouldn't do that. It's like, if I want to, you know, say, hey, and see what's up with somebody that I haven't seen in a long time, that I feel is good energy, then I'm going to try it, you know. But everybody, you know, has their own way of focusing. You know, everybody has their own things that they're attached to, and, you know, the things that keep a hold of them. But what I get is like, you would just attract so much. It's just like you procure the love of a woman because you know so much too, because you tell of the past, the present, and the future. That's one of the things that these in reverse energies, these, you know, I'm getting some former high priestess in reverse because their powers have been taken away. But like, that's what they also knew. And they've built this up with their enemies though, because it does say here, builds love between friends and enemies. So So their attack and your, wow, okay, so their attack and your, I'm hearing vigilance, or like, I hear like rise to the top still. It's just you and this Eight of Pentacles, Hierophant, Seven of Cups energy. It's still just you. Like you just being, you know, the shiznai. You just being it is what, I mean, it's just something nobody else can recreate. Especially now that they, you know, everything that they put you through, can't nobody top this unless they, which they all were told this. About one of y'all, whether it's the masculine or the feminine, or maybe it's both, who knows. But anyway, you're in this Eight of Pentacles to the Hierophant to the Seven of Cups energy. It's pretty much ending out where it started off. You're just in this limelight of focusing on what you want to do, what the divine says you could do to bring yourself this like complete and total balance and forward movements. Yeah, you've got all these answers on divine secrets and divine things, and you can help others transform their life and stuff like that. And that's why everybody you encounter is always, because I get the energy of somebody who's traveling quite a bit in this time. Like you're just, and I don't mean like time travel, which I do, but I also like not just astral travel, not just, you know, in all the different galaxies and whatnot, but I mean also in the sense of like here in this 3D, you are going to different countries and states and stuff like that. And wherever you go, people are the right kind of people, like the positive, most beneficial energies. You're attracting the like vibration, but the like vibration that through your help, they gain some type of comfortability to then be purposeful in your life. So it's like you're able to be in a space where you can actually give. Like I'll show you who you can, you know, who you can trust. So you're seeing that now. You're understanding all of that, or maybe you already understand that, and it's just like you've built up. I feel like a huge build up, and it's now again that tower. The tower always comes out because it's falling, right? And depending on how many levels, because if you look at this tower here, depending on this, you know, how many levels are in their tower, depends on, you know, how much they have to go through, these individuals who, you know, are against you. And I feel like it has felt long because, you know, there's the head, which is there, because I feel like that's like some type of head on the tower. But then there's, you know, this first level where they're first saying, oh no, we just have to do it again, and they're asking everybody to recycle, reduce, and reuse everything that they used before, because I feel like there's been multiple years of these processes going on and these things being done with different organizations or groups. So just depends. And then, you know, let's say this recent last experience or whatever you went through, I feel like cloud magic is what I just heard, but cloud magic that you went through, you were at this level. And so it's basically like this last level is just literally it. But I feel like everything is such a ruin around it that it's just undeniable. Like there's nothing that you even have to say or do, and that's why you're focused. Yeah. Intuitively, you know that. Intuitively, you know that there's nothing that you would need to or try to or want to do. And I saw the 7 on the screen too, because we're at 1 hour and 7 minutes, or now we're at 1 hour and 8. But yeah, it's the 7 of Wands to Justice. Yeah. And I get it's because you always are able to pick up, and then this High Priestess wanted to stick on the table. All right, I'm gonna pull a few more. Let's see if I have any more decks I want to use for this real quick. It's the chair, just in case. I think you have a lot of overflow, either that you're experiencing or you're about to experience, and all in the good ways too. Even if it's an emotional overflow, it's like, oh my gosh, you'll be flooded with, yep, I saw this on the shuffle, you'll be flooded with a lot of beautiful experiences. So mirror, mirror, the beauty you see in me is a reflection of you. So basically now people are seeing like what I saw in this person is what I see in me, what I saw in this person's energy. And, you know, the reason I'm either attracted to it or don't like it. A lot of times why people don't like your energy but they can't help themselves is because they see that you used to be in the same space. And they just really want to know how they can get there, but they also don't want to acknowledge that they see what they see in you. And instead, they would rather try to be tricky about it and do spells and rituals and stuff like that. But you've learned how to do that for yourself in a cleansing and aromatic way is what I understand. Like you create a new essence for yourself to be able to wash off any negative energies or spells or rituals. And so like that's also what I'm saying, like these individuals are too high vibrational. There's nothing that they can't do for any aspect or areas. These people maybe, like I said, you don't know what their gift is, what they're trying to invent. It could be as simple as like the latest newest TV, because every time we get smarter and smarter with them, right? This one may be able to hold all your functions for watching your, you know, you may be able to tune into your car from your TV with this new TV invention that comes into play. So you can look and see from your TV in your house, if your car, like you never know what somebody is inventing. You never know, you know, what this magical wand is. Yeah. And, you know, whomever tries to go against it is, because I see this magic covenant, power of sisterhood. I guess some people didn't realize that you had your own. Things come and go. Surrender to the universe. Yeah. It's like you've already let go of things. You've already let go of whatever was being done towards you, against you, etc., etc. And now you're just in a space of really being able to share your gifts with the world and showing others how to really become autonomous and stand in their own power and receive what they really, really want out of life. And I think that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's really giving life coach, like, you know, higher power, like, you know, those people that just become gurus. It's really giving a guru energy right now. So, and, you know, take it how it resonates, because some people become gurus of what? Flipping houses. Some people become gurus of, you know, finding the best places to eat. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever this creative endeavor is. And I feel like, again, there's this 7 of Cups energy. So it's like whatever you want. Your wish is the universe's command. All right. I'm told that I need to, I'm supposed to dip into the karmic energies, kind of give a look. The deck, as soon as I pull the deck out to do, it's a 10 of Swords. They're burdened. All right, I'm pull out the last few cards I'm gonna read for this reading. All right, where is these karmics at? We know where the collective is. Where are these? Ooh, they're under judgment. They're under judgment. I don't think we need to say anymore. Yeah, they're under judgment and a lot of burdens right now. Yep. And I get an energy of they're still being feisty and irritating. But they're covering up, like they're covering this up, because you see the person whose hand is holding over their underarm, but likely because it's not shaved, and they don't want people to know that. Maybe they're drinking a lot too, and they're trying to cover that part up, is what I'm understanding. Yeah. I feel the people around somebody is finding out that they're back on their, like, being in that alcoholic, like, type. That's somebody's current demise is going to be drinking and driving, is what it looks like. They've been under judgment in this seat before too. Somebody else too is, I don't know. What I understand is like somebody is losing custody of their child. If somebody tried to put you in a scenario where you wouldn't have custody of your children and you wouldn't be able to do something for your children. Yep. It's all switched up. Yep. It's all switched up. Eesh. This person, maybe somebody didn't know. Look, the Emperor and the Empress came out. Somebody didn't know. Maybe somebody's parents are working against them and they're going to find this out like Christmas time, is what I'm understanding, that they're in the hot seat. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Yep. 8 of Wands and 5 of Wands. They're going to find out that their own parents, I guess, are selling them up the river. Is what I'm hearing. Yep. Because they said that we've worked too hard to have our marriage together, and we, by at all costs, we will sacrifice our child. We can make more children, or we have more children, or something like that. So these parents have exhausted all empathy for maybe some child was getting help. Again, a lot of these people, it's just because they tried to talk so much stuff about the collective and say this person was this and that, and it turns out like these people don't even keep their house clean. Their house ain't clean and their nose ain't clean. Again, booger energy. Whoop, that's the truth. Their house ain't clean and their nose ain't clean. So I don't know if these people got sugar boogers because they be on that white. Yeah, ooh, maybe somebody's also just in that energy because, ooh, of the spell work too. So, and some people try to pretend like they don't know, and no, I didn't know I was doing this because I was gossiping. No, they know, and they always want to make sure that they try to do it too and be offensive. Yep. That King of Swords was coming out, but it was about to fall down. It would be in reverse. So, and I guess that's one of the things that some people are struggling with too, because of all the gossip. They didn't realize like how that, like, how could you not understand though that gossip is a negative energy? Why would you be out there running your mouth like diarrhea? That's the kind of energy they are. They run their mouth like diarrhea. These karmic community members. Dang. Yep. They in hot water too. They got a lot of their own cups that they got to drink now. They got a lot of stuff that they're all facing. Because whatever cycles and stuff, it's like, that's the thing. That illusion. It's got people where they didn't even realize how many cups they was building back up for themselves to have to drink. What do they say when you take your communion? Drinketh your cup. That's whatever they say. Here, taketh your cup. They gonna have to be real strong in this new, and really stay away from whatever it is that. And for some people, this is money. For some people, this is men. For some people, this is gossiping. For some people, this is spell work. For some people, this is cursing at cars in traffic. For some people, this is not spending time with my children and doing, the things that I should be doing. Anybody that's this star energy in reverse, whose life is not in balance. Because if you don't feel completely and totally balanced in your life, then it's a reality. You can't mask that. This person feels like, oh, if I cover my eyes, they can't see me. What? Only babies do that. If you cover your eyes, everybody can still see you. They feel like they can't be seen right now. They feel like they're in this energy of like, oh, I can tell people to get to work with me still, because later on, once the collective exposes what they're doing, I can come in and show them, how the collective messed it up. How? If this is the person that you said we could never beat. Did these people ever think about that? This person steadily got you thinking that y'all going together against this person is going to beat them. But they've told you from the beginning, the reason why they know that you got to be real powerful is so that you can beat them. And they keep getting more and more people, but it never happens because they keep using these people. I don't know when these people were ever going to realize that. Like this is also resolved and why people will never get to these people, these community members, because they don't see that. I don't know how they don't see that though. It's like, if the person told you that this person can't be beaten, that's what they know. And you say, okay, well, I'm going to get on board with this person who thinks that they can beat them because I think that they can beat them too. But this person already, like, that's the whole energy. So you waiting till later is only basically using your own toothbrush to wash their toilet. That's pretty much, if you can understand what that means in the spiritual sense or in the literal sense. Washing the collective beings, the divine beings' toilet with your toothbrush. That is what you are doing when you do spell work against this person. I'm on the money with that. Y'all want to see some cards flip and stick and stuff like that, like before, in that moment when the card stuck to me? Yeah, some people remember that and don't want to acknowledge that either. But I might have to put that clip from that reading out too, because that was a good clip. Because people thought I was not legit, and I was. Yeah, people working against, trying to shadow ban my page. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on washing my toilet with your toothbrush. Eventually, people going to tell you to your face, your breath smell like poop. Look, the Seven of Pentacles came out. Eventually, people going to tell you. It's back to that whole energy of the dog sniffing the person's butt. Because in this Seven of Pentacles, this person is just here. I don't know. Maybe they just finished up getting. That's why I say that the collective is finished already. Like, one of the things that we fail to realize is in the Seven of Pentacles and this one that Seven of Pentacles that we just came out for the collective earlier, they sitting there with the bags. So these people aren't going to know anything, be anything, do anything, see anything, blah, 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 until the collective has all their bags, which is pretty much where the collective's at, because it looks like this person has already done all their gardening and picked up all the fruit and vegetables and things that they wanted from the garden, right? And put it in this basket. They even got the hose, because they don't just leave their hose out there. They keep their garden nice and tended too. Again, smelling the dog's butt energy. That's also got these people, what's the problem is too, is because they know, they were told, this person's own parent wants to smell their butt, wants to know what makes them so much better. That's the person that's been in collusion all this time. I'm on the money with this for somebody. That's the person who's, no matter how much you want to hold back to the reality, this may be the part that keeps you in Delulu land, like, as opposed to, maybe you're giving out love where you shouldn't be. Maybe that keeps you stuck in Page of Cups. Yeah, you're giving out in the wrong way when you don't take home or take to heart what you hear. You know, intuitively, it's almost like you could be sitting here listening to a reading and that person call you or text you or walk in the room or something like that at the part when it's saying and revealing who it is. Or it just so happens, you listen to something, a reading in their sign, and it comes up as their stuff. I mean, your stuff. Because they watching, they pocket watching and spiritually trying to be in your business all the time. Look. These are such horrible energies. There's this King of Cups, though. Like, again, it ain't even going to matter, because whatever you are in your Seven of Cups of delighting in, though, because I feel like the collective is in the Seven of Cups of, like, just delighting in the fantasy of, like, okay, which one? And they're just sitting there plugging all the dots, because out of the 7, you get 5, let's say. There are only 2 that you have to leave on the table. And you're comfortable with that because you only had 3 to begin with. So now that you're receiving this 7, what am I telling you? You had 5 to begin with. You gain it. You're going to be at 10. You have 5 that you were gaining, or you gained 5, or however it's working out. Whatever it is. Look, 5 of Cups. Yes. You already have 5. You gained the extra 2 by this double cycle is what it feels like to you, right? And the way you took them down is what I keep hearing. The way you took them down. The way you took them down. Like, they thought they was cutting you down to size. You cut them down to, like, I don't even think they got knees no more. They just like half bodies. Like, you cut them in half. Like, nah, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this. What am I telling you right now? This what just popped out. You cut them down, down, down. You showed them how to clean house. Like, you showed them and said, okay, I'm put you in the dishwasher so you can see what clean is. Let me show you what clean is. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what clean is. And by way, that ended up look, let me put it there with the Ace of Swords. It was like that old somebody think fat meat ain't greasy, or somebody didn't realize in order to make the meats tender, you got to cut it on an angle. Again, washing your toilet with a toothbrush. Ooh. When I tell you, you cut them down, you had so many people that you cut down in so many ways. So many ways.